What's up, all you stars and studs? It's the 10th wonder of the world, Jake Smith.
Werewolf bar mitzvah, spooky, scary, boys becoming men, men becoming wolves.
Is that from Hotel Transylvania?
No, it's from 30 Rock.
Oh, okay. I was like, is this like about like I do remember 30 Rock. I don't remember that, but
that's like one of my favorite jokes of all time from that show. Is just one of his like, oh my god, why am I blanking on his name? It's his same real name.
Judah Freelander?
No.
The Page?
No.
I'm guessing every character except the one you want.
Tracy.
Oh, yeah.
Tracy Morgan. Yeah. He had like a Halloween album and Liz references it. And the song was called Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. And it's one of my favorite songs ever.
I love it. Well, I hope you hear it tonight on your spooky date after the show. So.
I know. That's why I'm all like dressed up in my spooky, scary skeleton shirt.
We love it. I love Halloween season.
I do too. I have so many outfits for it.
I feel like it's like just your normal wardrobe.
Correct. But there's so many outfits for it.
Oh my god. Well, I hope you get to wear them all. I'm looking forward to the parade of ensembles via your Instagram. So
yes.
Are you dressing up for Halloween? Like, do you have like a costume this year?
I don't know what I'm doing for Halloween because like I'm working Halloween events, and then Marco's also doing like his tarot card stuff. Which
I'm sure it's busy. Like this time of year for that. Yeah.
I don't think we're doing like traditional Halloween stuff. So like we're doing like pop-up bars, things like that, like throughout the like next couple weeks, and all of that's going to be on my TikTok. So check it out.
Fun. That's cute. My friends and I always do like a group themed costume. And this year we're doing Batman. So it was my idea because first of all, not everyone.
Are you Poison Ivy?
No, I'm Bane.
Oh,
but like,
oh my god.
But Bane from like Batman and Robin though, like not like Tom, whatever his name is, Bane. I don't like that Bane.
I didn't think that you would be any Bane other than Bane.
No, yeah, and it's so cool. I got like green glow sticks that I'm gonna like attach to the mask and like wrap around my arms and stuff because you know he's got like the green venom and stuff. So and I bought like a red blinking light to put on my harness, like.
Of course there's a harness.
God, like it's gay Halloween. So but no, I had to like aside my friends and show them like other characters because I thought Batman villains was a pretty common knowledge thing.
I mean, it seems like a pretty common knowledge thing.
I mean, like I have a few friends who are like smart, but they like I have a few friends who like are in the world of like Funkos and superheroes and shit like that. Like, but like they picked like the easy ones, like well not easy ones, but like the ones people know, like Catwoman, like or Poison Ivy. Like, so I'm like
Harley Quinn.
Like, yeah. So like I had to like give my friends who like to do like the bare minimum, like good ones. I was like, you could be like Joker, but Jared Leto Joker. It's really just you need green hair. Like
I mean, yeah, it's real easy.
Like I was like, it's super simple. Like if you're feeling lazy, or like Commissioner Gordon and carry on a flashlight with like a bat signal on it.
Go to the thrift store, buy a suit.
So my friend is being the Penguin, but he's doing his take on it, which he does drag too. So I think it'll be good. So so I'm excited about that. So I
would so be the friend that if you were like Batman villains, I would just come as a penguin. Like that would be me.
I'm excited. And then I have like one friend who picked Mr. Freeze, and I love him, but his costumes are usually a flop. So like, I was like,
that's a pretty intricate costume.
That's what I said to him. I was like, listen, I better see glowing pieces. I better see like you have to paint yourself blue.
If you ain't wearing a fishbowl on your head.
I was like, you're gonna have to carry around like a clear plastic tub filled with water and a my-size Barbie inside of it. Like
as I told Lady Freeze when I pulled her plug. This is a
one-woman show. Oh my god. Guys, sorry if you're watching this on YouTube. I have that weird, like, I don't know why I have this some weeks and some I don't. We're like this like
angels watching out for you.
I don't know. My uplighting is like so. Wait, hold on. I wonder if I turn. Hold on.
What do you? Oh, live exclusive. So he's going to. No. Didn't work.
That better?
Kind of. Sort of.
Where is this coming? Actually, wait. I think it's reflecting off my light. I don't know. Oh, I think it is.
It's not that bad.
All right, I don't know. I'm just like OCD about these things. So, if you haven't noticed, okay, all right.
But this is
guys,
the bad lighting podcast.
This is not the bad lighting podcast. Because Joey's got a ring light now. I've got
lights up.
So woo. But all right, guys. This is the Golden Era podcast where Joey and I talk about the WWE Women's Division from 2001 on. Sorry, I put out my fat bowl, as I call it, tonight. And it's like the McDonald's jack-o'-lantern like pail, but like filled with like candy. But I don't like chocolate, so it's all sours and like gummies and stuff like that. So I indulged before this.
Come on, Liv Morgan.
So yeah. Okay. So this week, guys, Joey and I are talking about the week of January 26th, 2004, and the WWE Women's Division.
I love that.
So fun.
Yeah.
We're kicking things off backstage. So a little preface to this, guys. Chris Jericho tonight, he had an option: get a world title shot, or face Evolution in a handicap match. But he chose that because if he did that, he would save Trish Stratus from having to face Kane.
That's a very convoluted.
Yeah, I was like, this seems like there were easier ways around this.
Yeah, well, it's just kind of like, do you want to do this bad option or this bad option in order to get this bad option not to happen to your bad option?
To be honest, like, I'd take the world title shot and be like, Trish, you're on your own, kid. You always have been. So,
hasn't Kane attacked you before? Aren't you fine?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, girl, you've been there with the Kane thing.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Chris Jericho's backstage, looking like distressed. What? Someone knocks on the door. It's Trish. Oh my god, Chris, are you okay? Okay. Like,
and she was wearing her nice little like early 2000s layers.
Yeah, layering up like early 2000s realness right now, like long thermal under like a t-shirt, a baby tee. Like, what? That was a look. That was a look. I was like, that takes me back to every Lindsay Lohan movie ever.
Yeah, well, when I think of like layers, the first thing that pops in my head is Ashley Tisdale.
Barbie. Oh my god. The Tiz. Or like, yeah, like that era of just like outfit. I feel like it's gonna come back.
It probably will. Everything else is coming back. I feel like we're in a free-for-all fashion era.
I think 2024 is going to be the return of a lot of these fashions, because like the Mean Girls musical comes out in January.
Oh.
So, and there was a teaser for it before the Taylor Swift movie. Okay. It's looking very 2004. So,
I mean, it was 2004. So.
Yeah, so could be the return of those looks. So fetch. All right. Okay. So Trish is like, listen, thank you for giving me a world title shot. I mean, that it really means a lot because I'd have to face Kane and so and Chris is like, well, it's the least I could do after embarrassing you on TV and having a bet over sleeping with you and humiliating you and using you as a joke and
yeah,
I'm like. Yeah, he's
beating up your best friend.
Beating up your best friend. He didn't want her to get hurt. And she's like, wow, thanks. That means so much.
That much.
You. And he's like, yeah, and speaking of all that we've been through, I'm glad we understand how we feel each other. And she's like, yeah. I think we have a really good relationship. And he's like, yeah. To be, yeah. Really close friends.
Womp womp.
I
don't know what that was, but I love it.
It was from this movie. Okay, this is the dumbest movie, but actually I need you to watch it because you will love it. It's called Twin Sitters, and it's it's this movie my brothers and I used to watch all the time, and it's these like two huge like bodybuilder guys like with like 80s hair. I guess they were like these famous bodybuilder twins.
Okay.
And they had an Italian restaurant in the beginning and all the food was bad. And then they end up like losing it because like a food critic came in and like threw up or something. So they end up having to babysit these two brat twins, and like they drive like a monster truck and stuff and try to make the two brats like cool. It's the dumbest movie, and the kids get kidnapped and they have to save the twins. Like, it's amazing. No, Twin Sitters, definitely watch. So good.
Twin
But like,
Sitters.
but when things went wrong in the movie, it was do 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 do.
Okay, I will watch Twin
So
Sitters. You have sold me on this.
I really hope someone messages me and tells me they've seen this movie, because this is like one of those like novelty films that like no one knows. Like, I have like 3 of those. One of them I think is like one everyone should know, Three Ninjas.
I don't know Three Ninjas.
Okay, Three Ninjas, another one you should watch.
I only know one ninja. That's it. That's all I know.
It was 3 brothers and they were all ninjas. But like they were like, and they also get kidnapped. Oh my god, what is and then another one I watched, this was a movie, I think it was made in Japan. It was called 7 Lucky Ninja Kids. and, and it was like dubbed in English.
See, this is why Trish and Jericho's relationship failed, because he didn't take her to see 7 Lucky Ninja Kids.
So good. So, oh my god, my brothers and I watched the worst movies. All right, so anyway, so Chris is like, he's like, you know, given the bullshit thing, like, oh yeah, friends, that's what I wanted the whole time.
Then they do the awkward hug.
Yeah, wait,
No,
they
but
go
not
for a hug, and then she's like, and puts out her hand for a handshake.
That's what you got me? A handshake?
I feel bad for him actually here.
I
do, but I don't.
Yeah, I kind of don't feel bad for either of them. Like, this is one of those storyline situations now where it feels like, okay. Like, I hate those movies where it's constantly people making bad decisions throughout the entire movie, and then miraculously at the end they come together. I hate that. So this is already
it's weird. I mean, I feel like the thing is, okay, so we've been on both sides of this, right? Like, you've had someone like friend you've friended someone, right?
Yeah. Oh, like, no, I'm a Cancer, so I just literally am like, I want to love.
Oh.
Not anymore. Bye.
Oh, see, like, no, when like someone's like really into me, I just like, I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm bad at reading text.
I'm one of those people that I'm just so outgoing that everyone thinks I'm flirting with them.
Like, so same. No. It's the same thing, but I'm like, well, like, how do you let people down? Like, or do you be like, no, like.
Oh, I'm just blunt. I learned a long time ago that if you just tell people how it is, then it takes all the guesswork out of everything, so it gets less awkward.
I'm not good with that. I'm just like, I just avoid people.
I'll do that if it doesn't stop.
Okay. Mm-hmm. See, but being on the like let's be friends thing, like back in the day, that was hard.
I mean, like, I think social media makes that easier, because then people can still be like, oh, I'm friends with you because I interact with you all the time. But then you never have to see
I think that's like the cop out now. It's like, no, we'll be friends, but like via liking each other's posts, maybe. Like, you know, that's not. No, I don't do half-ass friendships like that. Mm-mm.
Oh my god, like, I started watching E's House of Villains because I've been.
Oh, is it good? Wait, I have a DVR and I haven't watched it yet.
Love it, but I'm totally. Omarosa is just channeling like my entire wrestling gimmick. She's like, Google me, and I love it.
I mean, considering you're playing a character, I think that's a compliment.
No, okay, I don't think that she's the best person. She's made some really questionable choices.
She's great TV, though.
She's great TV.
Yeah. So, and that's all we want.
In the aspect of my character is great TV, that's yes. But in the aspect of I would never work for the Trump administration.
Oh my god. All right. Well, Christian comes in and he like breaks up their little awkwardness and he's like, yeah, Trish, yeah, take care. Bye-bye. And he like goes off on Jericho, like, why are you giving up a world title shot? Like, I guess he's already and he's like, you know what? This is Raw, not an episode of the OC.
Ooh, and the
Ooh.
crowd popped for that. They were like, "Oh, the OC."
The OC. I think this was like circa when the OC was coming out.
Okay.
So it was like really big. What was the OC theme song? That's One Tree Hill. I'm thinking
Oh,
of.
say, can you see?
No.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, California, here we
Yeah.
come. California.
California.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
California. Okay, I do remember that.
Yeah. And they had like the Imogen Heap song, like in one of those, like, what you say? Oh, that Jason Derulo did like the remix of it. Like,
I didn't know that was an Imogen Heap song.
yeah, he sampled an Imogen Heap song. I only know this because I didn't watch really those. I watched like the first season and I was like, I'm done. But when I was the arts and entertainment editor of my college newspaper, this one girl wanted to write a review of like an Imogen Heap CD that came out like 10 years ago.
That
I was
sounds
like,
college. That's
I was,
so college.
I was like, ooh, that's not really relevant. Like, and she gave me it was like half of the page. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, all right, whatever. I'll put this in because I don't have enough articles to fill the paper. So, but that girl was so weird.
She liked Imogen Heap.
She was weird. No,
Okay.
she was weird. I'll show you a video of it. I made of her once making fun of her.
Oh my God. Okay.
Well, so like it was like a review of He's Just Not That Into You, and like I filmed it like with like really quick cuts of like 3 people talking at a table, and it was her and her friend and my friend Jill, who's just like because I know Jill could not stand this girl, and Jill's just like the whole time, and the girl sings in it, and Jill's just like
Oh,
it's good. I think I have it on my old YouTube somewhere. I'll find it for you. All right. So, all right, guys. So up next, we've got some action. Victoria is out in this jacket. She loves it so much. She needs to make it work with every outfit she owns now.
I love that jacket so much.
Me too. It's her winter piece.
It is.
I want to get one. Like I used to have one with like a green stripe that I loved. That was similar to this. It was like neon green. I should not have been worn all the time. But
we need to talk to Miss Lisa Marie Veron and be like, "Where's this jacket?
If she puts this in her eBay shop, I will buy it. Like I'm actually gonna message her about it.
That ain't the jacket to mess with.
I want that jacket. I just bought I buy myself a new like high-end leather jacket every fall. Last year's was red. This year's is blue. So that's coming soon. I'm excited. So
okay.
I love a color jacket.
The jacket's coming to Instagram.
Jacket's coming to Insta. So anyway, then Lita is out next. I love her little black and red striped socks she's got on tonight.
You know what I noticed when I was watching it is like this was like a lower Lita pop, and I was just kind of like, oh, she's not getting the pop that she normally does. And then I had to like rethink. I'm like, she's still getting twice the pop of anyone else.
Oh yeah, like I think she got more of a reaction than Victoria, to be honest.
I mean, I think she did too, and I mean, she definitely got more than Molly and Jazz, who got
nothing. Molly's out in her floral top, and Jazz. I don't remember if she wore this before she got hurt, but I love this outfit.
You love it because there's a belly
chain. Exactly. Love it. I was like, this is really cute. This is simple. This is great. And it's a little cheeky for Jazz.
It is a little cheeky, but can we talk about how Molly is dressed as a couch?
It's like basically like a floor, like a Mrs. Doubtfire like color swatch, like one of her dresses.
Oh, hello.
I'm just going to. Oh, I can't wait. I can't do. Juvenile Doubtfire. And I'm going to.
Juvenile Doubtfire, dearie.
You do that. I'm going to defend the women's title.
You got the like WWE impressions down. I've just got all the references.
Yeah. So to be honest, I enjoyed this match much more than the other Raw matches we've been getting lately.
I did too. I thought it was so. I'm having such a hard time watching stuff and not being in wrestler brain now. Like, I don't know if because when we first started, you know, I was still like getting into it, being really like, or getting back into it, I should
Right,
say.
right.
And kind of like, okay, having fun. And now I feel like I've like slipped into, oh, I've been doing this now for like 4 years. And like, I'm just watching, I'm like, why would she come in and do a snap suplex after Lita's opening spot was a snap suplex? Like,
Right. Well, it's so here, to be honest, it was a little weird for me with Victoria and Lita as partners because Lita's style's actually gotten a little bit more similar to Victoria's, and Victoria's, now that she's a face, is doing like the flippies and stuff too.
I know the fact that this match didn't end with dueling moonsaults kind of upsets me.
What a missed opportunity!
Such
like,
a missed opportunity.
Yeah, no, that would have been a really cool ending to the match too. I will say this for me, this was Jazz's best showing since her return, I think.
Yeah, because she looked fierce and dominant for once.
Dominant, fierce, everything. I think her and Lita might have like taken some time to work together this week, or maybe they were working together on house shows or something, but it seemed a lot more crisp between the two of them than it did last week.
That's because Lita wasn't in the ring that much. And I
yeah.
just to say this, but I've fully accepted she's my favorite of all time, but Lita is a spot wrestler. Like, she is so good at her spots.
She really is. I mean, well, yeah. She does do, of course, the monkey flip. The monkey flip.
I liked commentary for it this week though, because they were like, not just a monkey flip. They're like, oh, she's doing a judo throw. Which I was like,
I did like that too. I was like, and I'm glad they referenced that she has like judo. And you know what? Until they made that point, it's something I really didn't pick up on, that she had worked in a lot of judo stuff, like in her repertoire. Like, I do love that. Like, it's almost like a Russian leg sweep, but not, where she like pushes them down. You know what I mean?
I love that. But when she hit that Russian leg sweep in this match on Molly, I watched Molly land, and good Lord, her face, because you saw her just go, oh, fuck.
So good.
You can tell when the moves like really do the impact, because sometimes you hit that mat and it's just like, oh yeah, that's where you get it.
Also, little side note, before all that happened, popped hard for when Jazz made the tag to Molly. Do something, Molly.
Do something, Molly.
Which was great. And I'm glad too. It made me a little annoyed, but I'm glad too they showed like they're not exactly friends.
Right.
You know, like there's animosity. I'm glad they were like that Lita and Jazz were like staring each other down during the entrances, but it also made me so annoyed because I really wish that was that fatal 4-way at Mania.
I know. But also, like, speaking of like Lita like eyeing down Jazz, that one part where she's like telling Jazz to get in the ring at the beginning and she like flipped her hair just a little bit, I was like, that was badass.
Yeah, so good. So good. Will say the only thing I really hated about this match was the end.
Yeah, okay. Go through the ending, because I'm telling you the part of the match.
So Victoria blocks a suplex from Molly with like putting her leg up, and then just like rolls her up. But it wasn't even like, I feel like if you're gonna do a roll up, like I feel like that seemed like an expected roll up. It didn't really come off as like a roll up out of nowhere to me. You know what I mean?
Blocked it twice, to be honest, before she went into it.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have done something where she's going for the handspring elbow and somehow turns that into a roll up.
I guess so. I mean, I wasn't too mad at this. Just, I mean,
I just don't love a roll up.
Lita won a match.
That, you know, we love that. But yeah, I enjoyed this tag match though, but apart from the ending, Victoria's gaining momentum.
She is, but at the end, they cut to Jazz and Lita, who are still fighting on the floor after the pinfall, and Jazz just has like Lita's toes touching her forehead.
Oh my god!
Lita, like crumpled up in this like ball, and I'm like, what is happening down here?
Where were the cameras for this whole brawl?
But it was just this like 2-second cut, but Lita's just like completely.
It was great. I wish they like showed them like really brawling crazy too, though, because like that would have made, again, that would have added some fuel. They could have really made a real feud going into Mania.
Oh, bless you, my kitty sneak.
Oh, between like the four of these women, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, great tag match this week. That was fun. Now let's cut to later in the show. So during this tag match, also, guys, we should note the commentating team kept talking about 2 hot divas are going to be in Playboy, but like, who are they going to be? Could it be Jazz and Molly if they're going for the butch type? Direct
Can
quote.
you imagine a Jazz Molly Holly Playboy spread?
It'd be amazing.
Cheers to y'all, girl.
Cheers. Do you? So Miss Jackie is out with Rico, and I will say, for me, this is the best Jackie has looked to date.
And her mug was beat, like legit, beat in a good way. Like snatched. The top looked good. The pants had like just a little
sheer. Yeah, they were hot. The pink in her hair was perfect amount. Like it was. She looked great. Like this is the best I've seen her look, and this is my favorite thing she's done to date. To be honest, so
it was out of left field.
I don't know where this came from, but I was okay with it because I think they decided on Jackie. Because I was thinking about this, like, and this always kind of baffled me, to be honest. Because, like, when I think of, like, the iconic, like, you know, like, divas, like, Sable, sure. Tori Wilson, of course. Stacy Keibler, duh. Jackie. So I'm like, Jackie. So I'm like, I was like, well, I wonder who else they would have, like, I mean, Dawn would have been the perfect.
Brush.
Brush. Like, I really do think Dawn Marie would have been like the perfect person for Stacy to team with for this. Because like she's like another one of like those kind of like divas. But like
to be honest, if it was 2 people, like I know Stacy didn't want to do it, like that was her thing. But like Tori and Stacy versus Sable and Dawn.
Yeah.
Ooh,
like that would have been so good. Well, they could have like done it differently, where like Tori and Sable don't get along, and the pictorial could have been like them like sexy fighting with each other.
Sexy fighting.
You're like, my vagina. Like,
did you watch the Ring the Bell Q&A?
Not yet, no.
Oh my god, there's this whole segment where DS talks about how he wants to do the wrestling, like the oh my god, why am I blanking? The custom matches where it's like just put somebody in a Boston Crab for like 2 minutes.
I love it.
That's just what it made me think of. Just the like I'm gonna save that audio clip.
Yeah, it could have been like it could have been like the Timberland video with the extreme expose and the baby faces. Like,
oh my god, just so many shots of Kelly going.
Yeah. Like Layla likes head twitch like back and forth so much. Like, I always thought like it was weird like that the baby faces were like Ashley and wait, who else was it? Maurice?
I think Maurice.
Tori? No.
I don't know.
I don't remember who it was.
I haven't.
Candace?
Candace might be a good.
It might be Candace. Crystal. It might be Crystal. I don't know. It's one of them. We'll get to it eventually. Throw it on me.
Yeah.
But anyway, but they could have done that for the pictorial too. It's just like I love Jackie. It's just like Jackie wasn't really like a wrestler, so for her to like be on like the Mania card, like Jackie. So I mean, like if Trish wasn't in the storyline she was in, I feel like this probably would have been her and Stacy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
which I'm kind of glad Jackie got her moment.
I am.
She really got her moment here on Raw.
She really got. So Jackie is out there. Rico's wrestling Rob Conway from La Resistance. And loved this. So Jackie gets on the apron, and the shot is so perfect because it's like her from behind. You don't really like see her friend, and she's like wearing like a tube top, and she's like going like what, and like pulls down her top so her boobs are out, like and like her back looks great by the way too, like like
Raquel Rodriguez who
right, like so then like they got to like Rob Conway, and he's like whoa. Boobs. And Rico wins the match because he's distracted, and like Jackie comes in to celebrate, and then Stacy Keibler comes out
for no reason Absolutely no reason.
Jackie's like all smiles, and Stacy's like, it's a different Stacy outfit.
It's okay.
The skirt is great. Love the yellow plaid, Cher Clueless kind of skirt. I'd love the top if it was sleeveless.
Yeah, I agree.
She had like a long sleeve turtleneck on, but it had like a slit across the boobs. Like it looked weird with this.
Well, the whole thing was weird because she comes out and like raises Jackie's hand, and there's no context given except, do they want to be in Playboy together?
Yeah. Well, wait, imagine being in the audience and knowing nothing about like this Playboy announcement and just being like, okay, like,
yeah.
So like, what is this?
That vibe came from the crowd, very loud and clear.
Yeah, they're like, the fuck, like,
what's happening?
Huh? So, but yeah, no, Stacy, I guess she wants to be in Playboy with Jackie. They were just fighting each other a few weeks ago. When did Jackie and Rico become faces?
They didn't.
Okay. All right. Well, they're facing La Resistance, so like that's why I was like
tonight.
They're faces right now. Well, she just whipped her boobs out. You're a face now. So
that's how it works. I mean,
except for Dawn. So
except for Dawn.
My boobs. All right, Dawn, you're still a heel. What? Maybe we'll let you in next week. Well, they certainly let Dawn Marie into the building on SmackDown this week. So let's go to SmackDown.
SmackDown. Cycle.
And this week we're calling it Dawn Down because this is like the most Dawn Marie we've gotten in a while. And I'm very happy about it. Just
cue the montage of ball jokes.
Balls. So Shaniqua is out with the Bashams looking fantastic in red. And all she does is distract the referee for Bald Twin Magic.
Bald Twin Magic strikes again.
And she could have done something really fun with Paul London, I feel like.
Probably. I got a new theme song for Bald Twin Magic.
What is it?
You can look, but you don't care.
That's good. So like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like kind of like, I love Shaniqua, but this is boring. Like, if you're not going to use her, like,
which I feel like is where it's going because it's nearing the end of Shaniqua's time.
Yeah, they're like pissed at her right now. You can tell because like they're not having her do anything, which sucks.
She doesn't look like she's having a good time either.
No, she looks like she does not want to be there. So all right. Well, Kurt Angle is in the back with Dawn Marie. Awkward.
But also they're like doing this thing for there's a Royal Rumble on SmackDown.
Yeah, so they had a 15-man Royal Rumble on SmackDown, and the winner faces Brock Lesnar at No Way Out because Chris Benoit won, but he went to Raw instead. So Paul Heyman was like, "Oh, SmackDown got screwed out of having a title match at Mania, so we're gonna do a title match at No Way Out." So,
do you know what Chris Benoit would be if he was on King of the Hill?
What?
Chris Benoit.
God. So that's how we should refer to him now. We don't talk about Benoit. I will say I adore Dawn Marie turning the tumbler. I think this is just so funny. Like she's just like
I love that because she was trying to be sultry with it. You're just like, tumble out of bed and I stumbled into the kitchen.
It's so funny. And then like, so she's like, there you go to Curry. He's like, I have to pick my own ball. And she's like, yep. And he's like dedicating the match to the armed forces. No one cares, blah, blah, blah. And Dawn Marie is just like not paying attention. She's just like thinking about boning. She's like,
but also you missed the whole Paul Heyman thing where he's just like, everyone picks their own ball.
Oh yeah. He's just like awkwardly standing around in the background. So Kurt Angle draws his number and Dawn's like, bye. Bye. So then we cut to Dawn turning the tumbler again. Next! And
next,
Eddie Guerrero comes in. Orale, Dawn Marie!
That was good.
Thanks. I love that he said her name because usually they're just like diva. Like it's like did you have the Raw video game where like they're like the only like call name for women was like that you could select for your calls was WWF diva.
Diva.
WWF diva. So he's like, oh, pretty pink, blow on my ball for good luck. And she does, and he's feeling lucky, and she's like, you are lucky.
He's so lucky.
He's
a star.
Sorry, I had a thought. Did I ever tell you about Carolyn? So I had this friend in college, short-lived friendship.
Oh.
We hung out like for my friend's birthday party my freshman year. This is like my first week of school.
Okay.
And like I went to school right outside of Philly. We took the train in or whatever. We were here like all night. We missed the train. We had to take like a cab home. Like it was crazy. So whatever. But like there were all these pictures. This is like the digital camera era.
Ooh.
And she's like, oh, like, do you want to hang out? I was like, yeah, sure, cool, like whatever. So we hung out. She's like, look, I made you something. And it was like this decorated DVD. I'm like, all right. And it was a slideshow of all the pictures from that night. I'm like, okay. And then she's like, okay, I'm going to show you something. And this is how I know if we're going to be friends or not. And I was like, okay. And she pushes the next thing on the DVD. And it's like her recording on like her MacBook camera or something. And she's like under a blanket. Like, and it's her singing, she's so lucky. She's a star, and she cries in her lonely heart thinking. And the best part is when she goes, And you best believe I kept that DVD and I showed that to everyone and literally their mother. It's in my storage somewhere. I'm gonna dig it out and
please.
I will edit it into the show when I find it.
Yeah.
It might not be this episode, but I'll tell you when it will be. But it was the strangest thing anyone's ever given me. She was a very nice but very strange girl. She also
If you want to see this, everyone tweet #FreeCarolyn.
This was very nice, but like we weren't really friends at this point, but she like came to my mom's funeral, which was really nice. Aww. At the wake, she's like, we're like hanging out in her car, like just like talking for a little bit. I was like, oh, it's really nice that you came. She's like, I made you a CD. And I was like, okay. And there was a story that went with it about my mom.
That's sweet.
It was the most inappropriate thing anyone's ever given me, but it was so I actually thought it was really funny. But like I have a warm sense of humor. They're like, and she's like reading it and like playing the songs for me. She's like, and then they gave her the chemo and it was toxic. I was like, what the fuck? This girl.
No.
This girl.
No.
I've never met anyone like this person. She was crazy. So like, I know I have that somewhere too. Like I don't like God. It was the strangest thing.
Oh my God.
I can't even say it's the strangest thing anyone's ever given me because the first DVD she gave me was the strangest thing anyone's ever given me. So
and it was toxic.
I will never forget sitting in like the funeral home parking lot and like her playing this. I was like, what? Like, but I'm thankful though. It was some much needed comic relief. Mess. All right. So speaking of toxic, Dawn Marie is backstage. She's turning the tumbler, and John Cena's behind her, maybe having an epilepsy attack or something.
I don't know.
I don't like it.
Also, John Cena's black voice during this time is
sup. Like
real offensive.
It's extremely offensive. Like, sup, son. Yeah, It's my thing. I'm like, ew, stop. No. How did this man get over?
White people.
Wait, yeah, no, exactly. So Dawn's like turning it, and he's like, "Why don't you reach down and grab my ball?" And Paul Heyman's like, "Wrong answer."
I did pop for that.
That was funny. And he's like, "No one could grab anyone's ball. You have to grab it yourself." He's like, "Oh, okay, Captain Buzzkill, take a seat." So
Wrong.
so he grabs it. Then Rhino comes in. I forgot he was there. How's your knee?
And this was more erotic than him and Dawn.
Yeah. Oh my
like,
god. I was like, oh. And then he's like, Rhino, you stink. Grab some soap. And Paul Heyman's like, I find no humor in that. That was not funny. Like,
but like legit, they were both like up in each other's face. Like,
yeah, like Rhino's so like close on his nose. And Rhino comes over, give me a number, toots. Okay. So
looking at Rhino, I haven't seen Rhino in like footage from these days in so long. I was like, you is skinny.
I thought he was so skinny here too. Because I always think of Rhino as like a thickums. Like I always like think of him as having like really thick legs and stuff like that. Like, but he looked like toit here.
Toit like a
toiga. Yeah, no, what was going on here? Huh.
I don't know.
So, all right. So Nidia is out with Jamie Noble. He has another title match with Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio. Also, guys, I'm so happy so many of you enjoyed us posting that a few weeks ago. The SmackDown thing. I was like, oh my god, this got traction. They're like, why are they zooming in on her lips?
Because why not?
I was like, why not? But anyway, so Rey, they do the same spot from the Royal Rumble where Jamie Noble runs the ropes and Nidia accidentally trips him. Doesn't cost Jamie the match this time. And I full on cackled when so Rey's on the outside and Jamie Noble climbs up. He's gonna do like something, a jump, and Nidia just comes through like waving her cane. Like,
just wandering in the way.
Nidia, what are you doing? So Noble gets so mad, he just goes outside the ring and throws Nidia into it.
Yes. And then everything that followed was so good.
So perfect. So Rey's climbing up on the apron and Jamie Noble throws Nidia into Rey, but before Nidia hits Rey, she stops.
Yep.
And then she turns around and Jamie Noble goes to clothesline her and she ducks.
Yes.
She can see.
The crowd popped.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. And Rey ends up winning the match. He retains his title. And Jamie Noble's like on the ground. And Nidia walks over to him and takes off her sunglasses and just throws them at him.
Yes, ma'am.
I just say too, Nidia has never looked better. Like,
never looked better. And also just acting her ass off.
So good. Like, she is that bitch right now. Like, and she's walking up to him. She's like, I can see you. Because there's so many layers to that. Like, not just not like I can physically see. Like, I see who you are now.
Yeah.
Like I can see you. Like, bitch. Like, good for her. Like, this is one of those, like, my mom used to be in like the background, like when we would watch things, and like whenever like the women like would have like good for her. This was a good for her moment. So, but really though,
right?
Like, after like weeks of like actual abuse, like she gets hurt, and she just like the look she has on her face. Just like it's a mix of like satisfaction and like I'm fucking pissed.
And it was so good. Like she acted.
She such an underrated. Oh, so good. So good. And I think she might have been off TV, blinded. I think she got her nose done.
Oh.
Because like I went back and I compared pictures because I was thinking about it. I was like, well, she was gone for a while. Like, and I was like, oh, you know what? And then I thought about why Shaniqua was gone for a while. And I was like, I wonder if she had a procedure done.
Maybe the
So,
nose.
good for her. Again,
Good for you.
good for her.
Live your
I'm a
best life.
big supporter of cosmetic surgery for anyone. I will probably have a different face by the time I'm 60. So
I look forward to seeing it. I just wanna watch it.
That's why you guys got to watch this on YouTube too. So you never know what
Watch
face
us
you'll get.
deteriorate.
So by the time we're 60, the show is just going to be us going like in different tones from screaming so much. So.
60. I might get 55.
50. So, all right, guys, we have the first ever appearance by Rude DeBoner.
Rude Bona.
Rudabona, who was like a short-lived like backstage personality for WWE. This was so weird. She's sitting in a room filled with like curtains and uplighting. Maybe it's at a wedding venue. I'm not really sure. So, all right, everyone. The rumors on Raw is Playboy is looking for the hottest female tag team to grace the cover of Playboy magazine. Now,
Something Bomb Angels.
yeah. Oh, they did an appearance. Or maybe it was the Glamour Girls did an appearance in Philly, and like it was so sad because like no one knew who they were. Like they just looked like someone's grandma's like sitting at the table. It's like, oh, I was like, no one knows who they are. It's sad. But anyway, but this comes as no surprise because there's been so much history with WWE and Playboy. Who can forget Sable's erotic spread in the magazine? And who can forget China's stunning pictorial? Or who would ever forget those steamy shower scenes of Tori Wilson? Well, fans, I'll tell you one thing. I know a lot of WWE fans hope these rumors are true. Okay, so there's no news?
There's no news.
There's no news. What was the point?
She was so well spoken, though.
Very well spoken. I would have loved to see more of her.
Yeah, I was like, I'm impressed.
I think she hosted like the Saturday evening show or something like that. You know what she did? Because Terry used to host it. And this was like circa when they're starting to like Terry. So they replaced Terry with DeBoner.
DeBoner? I mean, I've never met a boner that scared me before.
Well, I don't think Rue stays here too long. I think she leaves in like the summer or something like that. But yeah, she was very well spoken. I just popped for the China mention. So,
I knew you would.
I was like,
on SmackDown.
I was like, oh my god, 3 years later, and they're still talking about her. Like, I was like, this is like, I don't think I watched this episode live, but had I know my brain would have been going crazy, being like, this means she's coming back. Like, what if China had come back to be Stacy's partner? That would have been cool. Iconic. If they had gotten, or like they had a new girl pose for Playboy. And they had like the 4 Playboy girls tag team at WrestleMania. Like that would have been so good.
I like that.
Right? It would have been so fun. Oh, love it. All right. So Dawn Marie is back again with Big Show. And he's going to get his ball and he can't get his hand in there. And Paul Heyman's
big,
like,
meaty claws.
Big meaty claws. So he's like, Dawn, you can get hers. And she's like, oh my goodness. Your hands are huge. Huh, yeah. Chicks to get big, baby.
Do they though?
Do they? I don't. So he has a new t-shirt. So I think that's why they're pretending this is a thing now.
Because he delivered that as smooth as a dirt road. Like
chicks to get big, baby. And she's like, chicks do dig it big. And he's like, and I dig it big too. like what the fuck is so I think this is when Big Show starts to like fall down for me. Like, I
Yeah.
know we used to be like, ooh, Big Show. Like, and now I'm kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
like, like, but anyway, yeah, so he's in this Rumble too. So now Dawn Marie is backstage with the world's greatest tag team. This was weird.
Yeah.
And
'Cause they
because,
grab your balls, and
yeah,
then
she's like, gentlemen, grab your balls. And he's like, goes to grab her boob.
they're like, not those balls. I'm like,
I don't think anyone has ever referred to boobs as balls. Like, if I heard like pick your balls, I thought they'd like scratch their balls or something.
yeah, like beach balls maybe, but specifically like
Yeah, like
in that
boobs.
environment.
Yeah, like I've never heard anyone call boobs beach balls. It was weird. Well then like some stagehand runs in. Eddie Guerrero was attacking in the bathroom. He was taking a poop, and someone attacked him. So
And Eddie Guerrero's down in the large stall. So
listen, I get it. Like sometimes fast food will hit you. So like, Sonic. So
and then Arby.
Arby's. So anyway, so but Eddie does come back and he's fine. But before then, John is with Paul Heyman on the couches, and Kurt Angle comes in screaming about Eddie Guerrero.
And he's like, don't you dare replace him with Chavo Guerrero. And I was like,
what? This is weird. Yeah, so I mean, I think what ends up happening is Kurt Angle was the one who attacked Eddie or something down the line.
that seemed like it. But like
Yeah.
also honestly, Kurt Angle's place on this show, at least from what we've seen recently, has been very weird.
Yeah. Which I never really remembered him and Eddie Guerrero even interacting before WrestleMania, to be honest.
Yeah.
I know it's like one of the matches everyone's like, oh god, it was iconic, and like it was good and whatever, but like I didn't remember any sort of feud, but I guess there was one.
It might have been a makeshift little thing. Like,
Yeah.
but the match,
yeah, the match was good. Yeah. So I mean, like, and sometimes you don't like I don't really recall Sasha and Bianca having an actual feud either, but like it was an iconic match.
yeah, that's all you
know,
really need.
Yeah.
The payoff matters.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, yeah, and that's it for the women this week. No one on Heat, no one on Velocity. But you know what? We got a decent amount of time for Dawn Marie on SmackDown, so I'm fine with it.
We'll take that. Also, where's Tori Wilson been?
Dawn swapped key cards with her for the building. Tori's like, this usually works. Like, excuse me, can someone bring out my belly chain?
I just need that belly chain.
And my belly chain, it's next to the bucket hat.
Where's Billy go?
Billy? Dad?
Oh.
All right. All right. He's still like living at this time. Like
I know, but
in real life. But yeah. All right. Well, let's get to figure this.
Figure this.
So I didn't even know this figure was coming out.
Me either. I was excited to see it though.
Yeah. So this week we got a bunch of like new pictures of like some mock figures that we saw over the summer revealed. Like the EO Sky looks so good.
The Beth Phoenix looks
the Beth Phoenix is so disappointing. The face this could have been very cool if the face looked good.
I'll still get it.
Yeah, I will still get it as well. Which is, you know what's funny to me though too? I thought Beth's scan was like perfect. Like,
yeah,
you know, like I was like, they could have just swapped out the hair,
but they didn't.
Yeah, instead they gave her this like, like
I'm Beth
it's scary.
So
it's scary. But what's not scary is this amazing, beautiful Zelina Vega figure.
And it's in a 5-pack, is that right?
So here's the thing about this figure, that this is the part that annoys me. It's in a 5-pack. They're made to order. So like they will be limited. Like they're only making them if you order them. I don't even know where you order them through yet. I haven't really researched it too much. So to be honest, I only want the Zelina. I do not want the men's.
Yeah.
I don't need another Ray. I don't need I don't even know the tag team in LWO's name, to be honest. And
Yeah.
Sanchez Escobar, is that his name? The other
Yeah,
one?
that's
Yeah.
correct.
So that one I know. But like I don't know, I don't really watch men, so I don't know them. But like the Zelina is so cool. It's in her backlash attire from this year, that iconic Puerto Rico look. Our
And she
first
got the flag.
blonde. The flag, which I was shocked about, and it's cloth.
Ooh.
Which is a double win. I thought they just chunk two pieces of plastic on there and call it a day, or
Right.
cardboard, or in the box it'd be like her displayed like that, and then you don't actually get those. But yeah, she looks so good. It's our first blonde Zelina. It's so nice. I want it so bad, but I I know. Here's the thing: if it's made to order, I know the price point's going to be high on this.
I know. I want to see. I'm gonna look on the eBays, see what I can find.
I will scour. I'm worried, but yeah. So, but anyway, great figure. But it got me thinking. Like if they were to make a stable box set made to order, what would be the stable you would want a made to order box set of?
PMS.
Ooh, good one. Would
Mhm.
meat be included?
No.
Yeah. um Low key, I did used to like put all of the men's wrestlers who I thought were cute in like meats underwear gear in WrestleMania 2000 and like make it white.
Yeah.
um Shamrock loved his outfits. So, but
Oh,
anyway,
you're a Shamrock guy.
Shamrock and like Steve Blackman and like
Steve
Val
Blackman.
Venus with short hair only, like circa the time period. But anyway,
Val
so
Venus on the television, not in outside life.
not an outside life. No, we don't acknowledge. But okay, PMS would be a great one. What like Terry, like when she was wearing little dresses,
We need half boob Terry.
half boob Terry,
That's what we're
and
getting, half boob Terry.
Jacqueline, like maybe like one of her like she was wearing like a lot of like velvet bodysuits. I feel like in this time period.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
Ryan Shamrock, the debut
Ryan, I loved Ryan Shamrock. Like she did nothing, but she was great.
She was the Lena Yada of her
She
time.
was, yeah, she was like she has a WrestleMania appearance under her belt. So, good for her. She was, I think because like she had like her thing was like she was Ken Shamrock's sister, but she dated Val Venus, but then she was dating Goldust or something too, like in that storyline going into WrestleMania that year. It was weird. And Road Dogg was like, I'm the only one who hasn't done with her. So,
Yeah.
but
What about you? Who's your stable choice?
so this is a bit surprising, but I would love like a corporate ministry box set.
Ooh.
Or the corporation. I was big into the corporation and the corporate ministry, and I felt like some of China's best years were like around this time period.
I agree with you, but a name just hit me of what box set we need, and it needs to happen.
What?
I didn't think about it before. Extreme expose, please.
Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, that'd be so good with like props, with like chairs and like stuff like that, and like, ooh, they could come with like different like removable outfits, like.
Oh, like little Barbie outfit change it.
Yeah, I love that. Oh my god, that'd be so fun. I'm so into that. I'm so mad my Brooke Tessmacher has like a different body composition than like Kelly. So like she looks like inflated like next to them.
She's so big.
She's so big. But at least you got a figure.
Yeah.
I always forget Brooke was like in WWE for like a minute.
I think they all do. Her and Taryn Terrell are like the two that are just like, oh
yeah,
didn't keep them. They're perfect.
Can you believe? Like, I wonder what could have been if they had stuck around.
Probably nothing. But
I don't know. I don't know. Tiffany was like when Taryn was Tiffany, she was starting to get it like quick. Like she had some good matches in 2010. Like and she was like her and Kelly were like the blonde entourage for like a minute. Like and like she wasn't bad.
Not at all.
And I remember when they cut her, I was pissed because I was like, oh, I feel like she could have been like something, So it is what it is. But yeah, Extreme Expose for sure. For me, it'd be corporate ministry. I'd love I liked Undertaker's gears around this time. I liked what Triple H was wearing with like the chainmail and shit around this period. I mean, actually, they're the only three I really care about.
Yeah.
I don't really like anyone else in the corporate ministry. But that's fine. But it's hard for me to think of like stables with women also in them. Like,
we could always use like an updated Team Extreme. That'd be nice.
oh, that'd be I'd love if they did a Team Extreme set now. That would like sell so good.
Yes.
I'd love with like ladders and shit, and like some of their like 2001 gears, or like if it glowed in the dark. Like,
ooh. Could you imagine ponytail bandana Lita?
Fucking amazing.
Would love it.
We need it. I would even take one of my favorite box set was the DX box set with like China. They were like bone crunchers.
Oh yeah.
Like Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, I think it was Triple H, but like I'd love like an updated like DX set. I know like I've just bitched about having too many DX Chinas, but like maybe like summer of 1998 DX China. Like when she was wearing like neon green at SummerSlam with Triple H, I'd be okay with that.
That'd be good.
That'd be fun. And she was like, I found color. Like,
that'd be Vince's Devil.
Love a Vince's Devil set. That'd be so good. With like, and the accessories could be like Candace's Playboy cover, like Sandy's, like well, we already got Chloe, but like a wand. A Mattel Candace would be actually pretty sick. Her and Jack's figures are underrated.
They're so underrated. All of them are really good in their own way.
To be honest, I 100% agree. And what's the thing is, I never felt like her scan was like spot on, but I was okay with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh, I don't even care. Like I was like, these figures are so good. Like, because she had the corset outfit, which was so good. The red outfit I loved. The pink outfit she came with first with the robe. Like they did a good job with Candace.
Yeah. Oh, Team Total Divas box set.
Love that. A Total Divas box set in general, like with like the original 7.
There you go.
That would be. I'd be so into that.
Or
actually,
any season.
Or what? Any season? Yeah,
I'll take it.
I love that idea. Yeah. No, I just think there's potential to do some more box sets. I mean, like in a way, I'm okay with this being made to order because like the selling point is really Zelina. So like if this didn't do well, you know, like
if it does well, we're getting 100% getting a Judgment Day one.
Oh fuck yeah, they're definitely doing a Judgment Day one of these, which would be sick. Like I'd love if Rhea had interchangeable heads with her hair slicked back and how she has it now, because I like her hair so much now, and I want a figure
with the little buns.
Yeah, I want like with the buns, or like when she has it down, like it's like kind of like shaggy and stuff like that. Like I'd love her in her like outfit she wore like at Payback, that was like China's outfit. Like so I don't know. A Judgment Day one is I feel like a definite help. They'll probably do a Bloodline one. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Bored.
Probably.
Bored.
But if you don't want to be bored, I have a new figure this week.
Do share.
Yeah, talked about her last week, but Mae Young is here.
Yay! Oh, she's gorgeous. It actually looks like her too.
Right. Oh, baby.
She's good. That's a really good figure.
It's a really good one. Also, she comes with the Mae Young Classic trophy, which
that's
is really
awesome.
Cool. Yeah, she's a nice little get. I like her a lot. Like, there's not too many details on it, but like there wasn't too many details.
Like in that time period too, like when she was like wearing her shit too, like they weren't doing like the outfits, you know.
No, like the crown's a lot for this period. Yeah, even though it's the crown is kind of giving me like Shiners, the guys.
Yeah. I love too that she's like in her gear and it's not like Grandma Mae Young, like, you know, like, and they're giving her like a little bit more respect of like, hey, you know, like she was a wrestler also, because like she was legit having matches in her 80s still.
I know. They didn't really give her like the grandma treatment for Jax either, and I do kind of want a grandma.
Yeah. Maybe one day, maybe like a sweater. Well, like
like their No Mercy calls of Mae.
Yeah, like all right. Well, speaking of grandma sweaters, where can people find you?
Oh, you can find me in the grandma section of Target. But You can find me at Joey_Mayberry on Instagram and Twitter. I'm done saying X. It's freaking Twitter.
Yeah,
You can also find me Joey.Mayberry on TikTok. Check out Ring the Bell on YouTube, and also check out my YouTube because I've been uploading vlogs and lots of things, and I'm trying to get better at it.
Vlog it, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can find me at Jake Isn't Jacob on both Instagram and Twitter. And be sure to follow our show, Golden Era _pod. We are on YouTube. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. So be sure to check us out on all those channels. Leave us a review, guys. 5 stars is the best. Helps us
And
move
only
up.
acceptable.
Only acceptable if you try anything else. Yeah.
We'll hunt you down.
We'll hunt you. We'll make you pay. Make him pay. Joey, anything else?
Jesus, man.
All right, everyone, go pick your balls.